Hola, hola. Bienvenidos a Esperanza Vence. Donde la Esperanza Vence? Welcome to Esperanza Vence, where hope wins. Today we're pulling in the energies of the new moon in Gemini coming in on Thursday, the 6th of June. As you can tell, I'm not in my usual location. Time is what it is, and I'm on my way somewhere. So we're just gonna do it right here. Wi-Fi services are available.
Launch your internet browser for more information.
You can probably hear him talking better than you can hear me because I mumble, but we're gonna pull a 10-card Celtic cross and see what energies we pull in. Gemini energy is obviously chaotic, dualistic, intelligent, witty, funny, trickster, coyote, heyoka, heyoka hey, as our buddy Marge would say. What up, Marge? If you're out there, oh, what'd I get? 10 of Cups reversed. So the happily ever afters that we may be expecting might need a little bit of rework. There might be some emotional issues going on in a family sense, or there might just be some sort of family tension that we need to address. I have a lot of family stuff going on right now, and I feel so tense. I'm so, like, this entire day was just a ball of anxiety. So now we're just gonna chill, pull some cards, see what they have to say about this new moon in Gemini, and I'm gonna hop on a plane and have me some fun. I happen to be a Gemini. My birthday's coming up this weekend, so I know all about chaos and flitting from one thing to the next and pollinating and wanting to devour information like it's little bits of popcorn. Also, Jupiter's in Gemini, so everything's being amplified right now. And oh my gosh, Venus is conjunct the Sun today. Venus, Sun, Cazimi. So we might be having some lot of like warm, beautiful reunions and affection and beauty and money and just any sort of luxurious, warm, self-love care, other care activities might be highlighted at this time too. So new moon in Gemini. All right, here we go. This is us. This is challenge. Near past. Near future. Our conscious awareness. Our subconscious awareness. How do we see ourselves? How do others see us, or what's in our environment right now? What are our hopes and fears? And what's the likely outcome if we don't make any darn changes? Okay, at this time we might be doing some Six of Swords reverse energy. That's like Six of Swords upright is the promise of moving from chaotic energy to calmer shores. But here, we have that kind of grass is greener energy where even if we're moving on to better things, there still might be sort of some stagnation energy or some reworks to do before we can finally calm down and feel like we're bringing our ideas and what's important to us intellectually to the new situation. The challenge, again, 10 of Cups is a challenge. So we might be challenged in our family life. We might be challenged with any type of familial, emotional situations. We might be challenged to find that happily ever after energy, and we might be challenged to actually get along in a family setting, or our family energy might be challenging our ability to move from chaos to calmer shores. So we just might want to keep an eye peeled for any sort of tension in that regard. In the near past, the Fool. This is a great major Arcana card that embodies that overarching archetype of new starts and fresh beginnings, but on a really big scale. So this is like a whole new turn as far as our life trajectory is even concerned, not just like in little small ways, but in grander ways. In the near future, the Hangman reverse. So the time of suspension and the time of having to surrender is coming to a close. In the near future, we're probably going to have to come down the tree and take a lot of intentional action to reach. We've already gained our enlightenment, right? From setting ourselves apart and from setting ourselves in a situation where we had to surrender for a while. We couldn't really do much. We had to just wait and see. We had to absorb the information that we had. We had to let the blood rush to our heads so that we could turn the lights on. And now in the near future here, we're going to have to come down that tree and use that enlightenment for good. We're going to have to use what we've learned in our isolation and our solitude and our time of acceptance and surrender. And we'll have to use that enlightenment, come down from the tree and hopefully manifest something in real time. If not to help others, you know. Conscious awareness. The Lover's reverse. So this has got a little bit of a tinge of codependency energy, and it's also Gemini energy, but sort of on the inverted side of it. This is giving us an invitation to look within ourselves and to find some situations where we feel that soulmate energy and we feel connected to the divine path, you know, either integrating the divine masculine or feminine within ourselves or deciding to walk that path with another. In our subconscious energy, Seven of Swords. So this is kind of sneaky deaky freaky energy, you know, people. This is Gemini energy, you know. The swords represent air in the tarot. Air encompasses anything that's ruled by the planet Mercury. So ideas, thoughts, communications, intellect. How do we even process and conceive of information, and what kind of information belongs to us? This is an issue of intellectual property too, and maybe somebody's stealing somebody else's ideas. How do we see ourselves at this time? The Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a really balanced individual who is kind of a shoulder to cry on. She's the type of person that people can come to in their time of emotional need, and she is caring and she is warm, and she can always kind of like give you a kiss on your boo-boo. You know, if you're hurting, she is just a warm, beautiful mother figure to go to. And this is how we're self-identifying at this time of the new moon in Gemini. So even though we have all this Gemini intellectual sort of fun, joking, trickster energy going on, we still self-identify as being emotionally stable and emotionally balanced. Maybe not intellectually, maybe our thoughts are all over the place, but our heart is in the right place. In our environment right now, we have the Ace of Wands reversed, so we might be channeling our creative energy in a more internal way. We might be stifled creatively. We might be stifled sexually. We might be stifled in the terms of how do we take our flirtations and go with it? How do we take our passions and our physicality and our creativity and actually do something with it in the world? This might be a more internal process at this time. And if we are getting these gifts of creativity and growth, we might have to really keep our eyes peeled and be available to see these things, because if we're not keeping our eyes peeled, it's not going to smack us in the head. This might be a little bit more of a on the side type thing, that it might pass by our conscious awareness at first, and we need to be very aware that gifts of growth and creativity are there at the offer for us to grab out of the sky, but we have to see them when they come. Our hopes and fears right now, are the energy that we're projecting, is the King of Cups reversed. So this is an energy of not actually having, this is a more masculine version of the Queen. And since the King and the Queen show up together in this spread, I'm wondering if there's a divine counterpart or a partnership going on, to where like one of the partners is showing up in an emotionally balanced way and the other partner is showing up with a little bit more of that word that we love to use at this time of year, that chaos, that sort of the King of Cups upright is a really great father figure and a character that is, he's not spilling his cup all over the place. He's calm, he's cool, he's collected. He can take in the information and respond to it emotionally in a healthy way. Here, not so much. The King of Cups reverse is more of a person that might get overly angry, or they might get very emotionally ruffled easily, and these chaotic waters kind of shake this guy. She's not shook, but he's a little bit more shook, this guy. And the likely outcome, if we don't change our mind or do anything different, is the Page of Cups. So we should have a new start emotionally. We should be able to offer something to someone. It might be an emotional surprise. We might even surprise ourselves. If this is a person in our lives, it could be a younger person, a Pisces, a Cancer, a Scorpio person, or somebody that has a lot of water in their chart. And this is a character that like reminds us to keep that youthful integrity as far as keeping that purity when we offer our hearts and when we offer of ourselves emotionally, to keep that innocence alive and well, and that playful energy. And that's also, you know, a Gemini energy too, playful and childlike. So thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for fine-tuning your free will and intuition with me. I'm really happy that you're able to be with me here in the old airport. I'm on my way to funner places right now, but I'll do an update about that after we do the things. Inshallah, God willing. Love you. Peace. Bye-bye.